Hey everyone, I'm Andrea Hutcheson with Paparazzi at Jetsetter and the company, and I'm so excited to have you here. And I'm super excited to introduce you to the person that I'm going to be having as a guest speaker. But first of all, give us some hearts. If you're watching this live, you'll see the live button. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, because we love the people that take the time to take self-development and they come and watch our lives. So make sure that you share this video because you really want to. I went to Impact and Growth Academy, which it was an amazing time. It was another different network marketing legacy profession, and I just wanted more leadership. I was so thirsty for more tips and more ideas, and I was able to. Oh my goodness, I was able to get that and even more. I'm so excited and I'm so pumped. So make sure that you share this video as I'm sharing it as well. Comment, where you're from and where you're watching so that we can see you. And let me introduce to this awesome person. And tomorrow we're also having an interview. And after this training, we're going to have a Q&A. So make sure that you stay with us. If you cannot watch the whole thing, make sure that you come back and share it and watch it again, okay? Because we really want you to get excited and everything. So, okay, so I'm sharing this. Yay! So the person that I'm introducing is a guy who has been doing network marketing for 15 years, guys. 15 years. So he has all this knowledge and all he really focuses on is social media, which is what I love. That doesn't mean that you don't need to stop doing what you're doing, okay? You're taking more ideas, you're implementing and adding it to the things that you're doing now. He makes 7 figures. What? He makes lots of money. So he knows what he's doing, but he's not here to just the money part. He loves helping people and he loves giving tips and he gives them for free. I mean, he's doing an interview with me right now and I'm like, what? So he's currently on his current company. He is a top consultant or top whatever it's called. But he's a top. So you have the big dogs here, multimillionaire. I love his family. I love his wife. His wife is so cute. And she's from Russia. So we kind of understand each other because I'm from Peru and she's from Russia. She has accent problems. I have accent problems. Grammar problems, like Danny calls them. So we're so excited. So I'm going to introduce to you my guest speaker, and this is John Melton. So make sure that you go to John and Nadia Melton's page and that you like it and that you follow them because they do trainings for free. They also have this My Life Academy, as you can see that right there.com. You can go there and get training for free. Like, hello. And then they do some trainings with other big dogs or multimillionaires. Let me tell you something before I let him talk, because I'm a talker, okay? You know have you ever felt like so stuck that you're like, I need more information. I need to, to be able to get more information to grow my business. But sometimes you're comparing your business with other top leaders in this company, in this industry. You stop it. If you're not getting value, you need to go and unfollow those people and follow these people right here. John Melton, Bob Hiley, you need to go follow Nadia, Eric Ward. They just had a social media training. Yes, it costs a little bit of strong money, but it was so worth it because you're going to be able to use that content and you're going to be able to share it with others. And it was amazing. It was an 8-hour live video. Are you not tired? So we are so excited. So I'm going to let him talk. Are you guys ready? Give me some hearts if you're ready to hear John Melton give you some wisdom today. So we are so excited.
Awesome. Well, I'm fired up, Andrea. What an awesome introduction. I appreciate your enthusiasm and all the kind words. And I've actually got my other phone over here so I can see some of the comments. So that's pretty cool.
Yay!
And definitely excited to be here. And yes, it's been 3 crazy weeks in a row, weekends. I went to Orlando for Bob's event.
Yes.
And that was a phenomenal training. Bob always over delivers. And then we went to Orlando again the next weekend. Actually, no, I went to Orlando. Nadia went to Arizona. She had her mastermind with Brendan Burchard. And then this past weekend, we were in Vegas. I was in Vegas. Nadia
Oh
had
my
to
God.
go to my son's baseball tournament, which was out of town. So we've been out of town 3 weekends in a row. It's been cray-cray. But really excited because, we're all about impact. We're all about helping other people. We love the profession. And, we've been doing this 16 years, but about 5 years ago, we really started putting out videos, putting out free content, helping other marketers, network marketers, online entrepreneurs build a business online. Even though we had done network marketing for years, we had never really done videos. We had never really used social media the right way. We kind of used it just to promote, our own agenda. And we kind of came across like we had commission breath, like we were very salesy and kind of
Yeah.
terrific, right? I like to say we were spamaholics. And, for us, we really wanted to find a better way because
Yes.
we felt like, we just felt like it was ineffective to constantly promote and post about your company or product. It just
Mm-hmm.
wasn't reaping the benefits. And a lot of our team was from, a lot of the people that we were working with, they would run out of people to talk to. And then what? It's like, oh, let me buy some leads, let me run ads, let me cold message people. It just wasn't effective. And we kind of felt like maybe this wasn't for us. We actually started to consider, not doing network marketing. We
Oh,
started
wow.
like maybe getting out of the industry because we were just, our back was against the wall. We were out doing home parties every night, home meetings. We weren't
Wow.
like we didn't know how to generate leads, right? So we were burnt out. We were burnt out. We were frustrated, and we started doing the videos. We started using social media more strategically and building a personal brand. And
Bam.
over the last several years, we built a multi-million-dollar network marketing team. We've built a very successful training company alongside of it. We've got some other income streams too. We've done some affiliate marketing. We have an insurance agency, a financial services agency, and we got into crypto and real estate. We did a bunch of different things, but it really all stemmed from being a part of this amazing profession, working on ourselves. Right? I love how you talked about personal development and investing in yourself, and
Yes.
getting better. Even at the highest level, you can always do better. You can always play big,
Yes.
always impact more people, right? But then on top of that, learning social media, right? Learning how to duplicate, which is the key. Learning how to teach other people to use social media.
Amen.
And that really helped us. So we created this 5-step process
Woo!
that we teach. So I'm going to walk everyone through that right now. And if you're able to, I'd recommend getting a pad of paper and a pen. If you're watching, drop some flame emojis if you're fired up and you're excited about this content.
Woo!
To smash that heart button, right? Don't be afraid to smash some hearts. But I can tell you this: there's 5 steps. Step 1 is really important. So I spend a little more time on this because it's really the foundation of what we do. It's really 1A and 1B. You remember in school, right? Remember you got to do like 1A and then you got 1B. So 1A is prospecting. You have to be more just focused on starting conversations, more intentional on starting conversations, because as a network marketer, we are a professional conversation starter. So it's all about starting conversations, talking to more people about what we have to offer, right? Starting
Mm-hmm.
conversations, not being afraid of getting rejected. Like, you don't want to have commission breath, like I talked about. You don't want to come across as if you have this agenda just to make a sale. But here's the bottom line: if we don't prospect, if we don't proactively reach out to people to build
Amen.
relationships, meet new people, reconnect with people we're already friends with that we haven't talked to in a while, if we're not prospecting, we are not going to make money in this profession. It doesn't matter what you're selling: jewelry, makeup, skincare, weight loss, knives, bowls, beads, pots, pans, vacuum cleaners, travel service, energy deregulation. I don't care what you're selling. If you're not proactive, you're not intentional every day, starting conversations, it's going to be tough to make a decent income. So obviously,
Yep.
and I always start with prospecting because it's funny how many times I have this conversation and people don't prospect enough to get the results they want, right? It's like, oh, I've got these big dreams, big goals. I'm like, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
How many friends do you have on Facebook? They're like, oh, 400. I'm like, cool. How many have you talked to? Like,
Mm-hmm.
5%. So you have this massive goal, but you've only talked to 5% of 400 friends. How serious are you about that goal? Oh, I'm super serious. Great. We need to elevate that 5% to 50%.
Amen.
We need to elevate your friend list. You know, you need more friends. You need to talk to more of the friends you have. So this is really important. But one step in step one, 1B would be marketing. Now this is where it gets interesting, because if you can learn to market, you may not have to prospect for very long.
Amen.
And here's, if you learn to generate leads, if you learn to create curiosity where people are like, Andrea, what the heck is that product you're selling? Andrea, what kind of business are you in? How are you making 7 figures? How have you built a business online or offline? Doesn't matter. However you built it, right? I did meetings for years before I ever went on.
Yes.
So if you can find a way to generate curiosity, see, you want to raise curiosity versus raising resistance. You don't want
Amen.
your profile and go, oh, she's always selling stuff. You want them to know you for more than just a salesperson or just a marketer, right? Like, you want them to look at you as a person of value, a person that educates. Maybe you entertain. Maybe you, motivate people, inspire people, right? Empower people. How can you make a difference so that people want to follow you? So that people
Mm-hmm.
get to know you. If you look at the best marketers in the world, Chalene Johnson, Brendan Burchard, you talked about Bob Heilig, you look at Tony Robbins. Do you notice that they put out a lot of free videos?
Yes.
Notice they put out a lot of free content. Why? Because they want you to pay attention to them. They want to
Mm-hmm.
bring you into their funnel, bring you into their world. They want more followers, more people watching what they're doing. So when they do write a book, when they do launch a course, when they do have something to sell, they immediately make money. They don't have to go out and oversell something and work their butt off trying to phone call people and text message people and reach out to people, because they built such a big audience that when they promote something, people buy it. Now you might say, well, I'm not famous, I don't have a big following. Everybody starts somewhere. At one point, all of those people I just mentioned, they didn't even exist, right? 100 years ago, none of us were alive. 50 years ago, most of us weren't alive, right? Like, or we were, 2, or we were 10, or we were 16, 50 years ago, right? Like, we all start somewhere. And even the most successful people on the planet at one point weren't building a personal brand. They weren't successful. They weren't going out there and doing videos and putting out content and building a list. Okay. So you have to find ways to create valuable content. Now, people always ask me, well, what do I talk about? What do I do videos about? What do I share? That depends. What is it you're passionate about? What is it that
Mm-hmm.
excites you? What is it that you're motivated to go out and promote and you're motivated to go out and share? What is it that you could help other people with? See, as entrepreneurs, we solve problems for profits. Hold on one second.
Are you guys taking notes?
But do you see this? You see what that says? Spam. Spam calling, right? So this is something that none of us want to do, right? I don't know if the rest of you,
Yes.
but I don't want to spam people. I don't want to cold call people. I don't want to have to blow up someone's phone just to get a sale. So think of it more strategically. Like, listen, this is how I look at media. I'm having one-on-one conversations to build relationships. That's planting seeds. I'm planting seeds all the time. Every time I wish someone happy birthday, every time I reach out to someone and ask them how they're doing, I reach out to someone to take a look at my business or my product. Every time I'm doing something to connect, right? So maybe I'm dropping comments on people's videos or on their posts, right? So they see me, they see my name, they're paying attention, they see me all over the place. They see me in their inbox. And then when I do a video, when I put out a curiosity post, when I put out
Mm-hmm.
something that attracts them to me, when I'm sharing something, maybe it's not even like, it's not even business advice, maybe it's not curiosity, maybe it's just taking a picture with my kids. And everybody's like, "Oh, look how cute their kids are." Like, they see different sides of you, right? They're following my Instagram story and they're seeing me talk about my puppy, or pictures and videos of my puppy, and they're like, I have a puppy, he has a puppy, I have a dog, he has a dog. Like, you want to find ways to bridge the gap. not just because you might be selling or promoting something they'd be interested in. Okay.
Right.
So this is really important. You want to prospect and you want to market. You want to do both, and they're both very different. Now, step two is connection, having conversations, building rapport. You're not going to build rapport with someone for months and then finally ask them if they're open to taking a look at your business. But you also want to build some type of connection and get to know people or find out what they've been up to, or how's the family, how's your job, how's work, how are the kids, what are you doing for summer break, right? Like, really get to have conversations with people. The more you can have conversations and get to find out what people got going on, right? You can kind of find their hot buttons, find out what they're frustrated with, find out maybe some problems where you could have a solution for their problem, right? So it's really having that connection, those one-on-one conversations. Listen, posting your link on Facebook is not effective, right? Saying, hey, we've got a sale going on, hit me up if you want to buy something, right? Like, that's not effective. It's not a way of drawing people in. Now, of course, sometimes you might want to do that. Maybe you set up a private Facebook group, or you have like a private online event that you're doing. There's ways of obviously announcing or promoting specials and things you've got going on. And I want to be clear. I'm not saying to never promote your product or business. I'm saying just don't do it every day, all the time, 3 posts a day. Find ways of providing value, sharing
Mm-hmm.
advice, sharing tips, making people laugh, making people think, right? Sharing something inspirational. So they don't look at you just as someone selling. And then when you're connecting one on one and you're building up a relationship, and you're finding out their hot buttons, finding out what it is they feel they're lacking in their life, whether it's money, time, maybe they could use your products, right, for other reasons. The point is, that's where the magic happens. That's when I give someone a link, by the way. And I don't just send like a copy and paste message. I'm saying, hey, Andrea, how's it going? What have you been up to? Maybe even take a look at the profile, see what Andrea's been posting, see what that prospect has been up to, maybe what they're sharing on Facebook. Drop them some love, drop them some likes, some comments. Don't you love? How many of us, drop into the comments and let me know, how many of you love when people send you a happy birthday message and it's personal? Maybe they sing happy birthday. How many of you love when someone leaves a nice little message, a nice little comment on one of your posts? How many of you love when people love your profile picture or love a picture of your kids? They don't just like it, they love it. Now you can love posts now, right? So you want to have that omnipresence where you're everywhere all the time and people look at you as a resource for positivity, for ideas, for tips, maybe parenting advice, maybe fitness advice, maybe how to eat healthier or eat on the go, or how to get great deals when you travel. And then step three, so you're prospecting in your marketing, you're connecting with people one-on-one. Step three, you're exposing them to your product or business or both. Now, I don't know how you guys like to do it, because obviously we've got a lot of different people on here. Some people might like to meet with people one-on-one. Some of you might like to get on a phone call with someone. Maybe you want to send them a video. I like to use a process called ATM, add tag message, where we add people into a private Facebook group. We tag them in the comments of a post we want them to check out. And then we send them a follow-up message. Hey, Andrea, I added you to our secret community. I want you to check it out. Take a look at the information I tagged you in. That way you can make a decision if this is something you want to take in, right? So again, whatever your process is for exposure, it's really important that you systematize it. So if you do sign up a new person, new distributor, a new business partner, they can do what you did. It's all about duplication. You don't want to have to be the one explaining everything, right? I'm sure Andrea tools. I'm sure any top lead company is using tools, because if I have to be the one explaining everything all the time, then I'm going to be on the phone all the time or in meetings all the time explaining everything. At some point, you want to leverage yourself. Then step four, now this is where obviously we make money. Follow up and close. You're not making money if you're not having that conversation at some point closing the business, like asking closing questions. Andrea, I just wanted to follow up with you and see if you had a chance to take a look at the information. What did you like best about what you saw so far? Let them sell you. Let them tell you what they liked best. Let them tell you why they like the product or why they're interested in the business. Let them tell you why they would want to do the business. In fact, whenever you're prospecting, make sure you mention your why. People relate to people. People don't relate to jewelry. People don't relate to a compensation plan. They relate to other people.
Amen.
So tell them why you're doing it. Tell them why you love the products. Tell them what that's got you so excited, right? Tell them what you're looking to accomplish. Make bold statements. I'm taking this thing to the top. I just want to know if you want to do it with me. And don't be arrogant. Don't be pushy, but just be postured, right? Ray Higdon, one of my mentors, always talks about posture because posture is everything. Posture is everything because when you believe, and here's what posture really is, it's you believing in something, and it doesn't matter what other people think about it. You know that you know that you know
Mhm.
what you're doing, right? Like no one can tell Andrea that her business isn't any good. Nobody can tell her that it doesn't work, right? Same with me. Nobody can tell me network marketing, direct sales doesn't work because I've made really good money. I've been full time for 10 years. I fired my boss back in 2008. Like, I know the kind of life we live. I know we have a dream lifestyle. And I know that people are able to change their life in this profession. So, my posture, my belief, my confidence, it's not arrogance. It's just, I don't need other people to approve my decision to participate in this amazing profession. And when you get to that point of like, I know I'm taking this to the top. It might not happen as quickly as I wanted to, but I know for a fact that I'm never quitting. I know it's going to be hard, but it's going to be worth it. When you have that type of posture and belief, closing becomes easy. But I want you to also realize your goal is not to close people in a transactional way. Your goal is to build a relationship with that client or that business partner because you're going to work with them for years to come. And you want to do what's best for them. You're not doing it just to make money. You're doing it because you want them to get the same benefit you're getting. Does that make
Mhm.
some sense? Drop some hearts in
Amen.
the comments if you're picking up what I'm putting down. And you got to ask closing questions like, what did you like best? When did you want to get started? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10, you're ready to get started right now. 1, you just want to be a customer. Where are you? And you see that psychology. 1, you just want to be a customer. Because why? I assume everyone wants to at least be a customer. I assume everybody wants to at least use the product. How could you not? How could you not?
Right.
Step 5, take them through the system. I'm sure you all have a training system. I'm sure you all have like a checklist of getting started. You want to plug people into the system and then have leadership development because at some point, your goal is to have 5, 10, 15, 20 Andreas, right? At
Amen.
some point, you want to have duplication in your business. Okay. Now, people always ask me, John, how can I learn more about ATM or attraction marketing or doing videos or putting out training or all the stuff you've been talking about? Because you talk fast and I can't remember all of it and I need more. If you go to our website, mylifestyleacademy.com, and I think on the screen, My Lifestyle Academy screenshot if she puts it again. And when you go to our website, you'll see the blog, free training, tons of free training. You can also join our private Facebook community. We have over 25,000 network marketers and
Damn.
online entrepreneurs from various MLM companies. We've been building up that community for a couple years now. We do a lot of free training, and we also have people within our network of people, right? People from other, like Ray Higdon was just in there not long ago doing a training. Bob Heilig does trainings in there. We've had other outside trainers and leaders come into our community and share some of their best training on top of our best training. Now, once you get inside that community, make sure you start with the pin post because in the pin post, it walks you through the rules of the group. There's no prospecting inside of that community. If we catch people poaching or prospecting, we kick them out so you can appreciate that the group is a safe place. It's an amazing Facebook community. You can ask questions in there, and we have some different goodies and resources and tools, but also on our website. So our website, mylifestyleacademy.com. There's free resources there, free training, all kinds of good stuff. We also have our paid courses. I think you can screenshot it. Yep, it's on the screen right now. And then on top of that, you can join our private Facebook community through that website as well. And our virtual team will approve all the requests to join the group. Now, I know I saw some questions. I saw the word customer. I know I saw some questions. So I don't know, Andrea, if you want to just ask
Did
the
you
question.
do number 5?
What's that?
Did you do number 5?
Yeah, number 5 is the system. Plug them into the system.
System.
They learn the other 4 steps.
Awesome. Well, we're going to have a Q&A, so make sure that you comment below so that we can put some questions up. So let's see. I saw one right here, and she said, what about when you have prospects? They are super excited and interested. Then they say, okay, I'll get back with you tonight. They don't get back with you. You follow up and no response. Should you continue to follow up?
I love that question. I get it all the time. So a couple things. Number one, I like to control the conversation. So when I am prospecting someone, and this will be for future reference. So let's say I'm prospecting Andrea. I'll say, hey, Andrea, I tagged you in the video, or however you guys do it. I sent you the video. I gave you this, check this out. What time can you look at the information? And then she's going to say, I don't know, tonight sometime. Great. Do you want me to follow up with you tonight or tomorrow morning? Now, if someone says, well, I can't look at it until next week, I'm not even going to give them anything until next week. I'm not giving anyone anything until they tell me they have time to look at it. And again, that's a little bit of a tweak maybe in what you're doing on the front end. But also in Facebook Messenger, you can now do what's called start a plan, where you can actually schedule an appointment and their Facebook Messenger reminds them of the appointment. So think about how cool that is. They're getting a reminder on Messenger, and so are you, to follow up with each other. That you have this scheduled follow-up, and I'm telling you that will help with your follow-ups. It doesn't guarantee that someone's still going to get back to you, but it definitely increases that response. And
I love it.
They say they are. Number 2, as far as following up, so I like to have fun. Someone told me a long time ago, funny equals money, and if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. So I would send them a GIF. That can be really effective. Like I had someone recently say that they were going to place an order and they didn't do it. So I sent them a funny GIF, whatever you want to call it. And I can't remember which one it was. I think I typed the word wave. So I typed the word wave in the GIF in Messenger. It's like that funny Tom Hanks where he's on the boat and he's doing a goofy wave. I'm sure you've seen that. If you haven't, just search wave and you'll see it. But they responded with like, LOL, sorry I didn't get back to you. Sometimes I'll change the subject. That's another effective strategy. Like, hey, Jamie, I saw that you were in Cancun recently. That's awesome. I'm going there next month. How did you like it? Where'd you stay? What'd you do? Like, I totally changed the subject. And then they bring it up. Another thing I do if someone's not getting back to me, I go comment on their posts and like on their posts because I know they're going to see it and they're probably going to go, oh, I forgot to follow up with John, or I forgot to respond to his last message. So those are some pretty cool tips that'll work for you.
Then Elisa said, what do you think about the Facebook system? I don't know what she means about that, but maybe you do.
The Facebook assistant. Is that what
I don't know.
I don't know what
Yes. Okay, then she goes, Kim asks, what are some online marketing software programs to brand yourself?
I like using Facebook.
Yes, me too. I mean, it's just you.
Software. I mean, I pretty much teach people to do videos on Facebook. I mean, if you wanted to build like an email list or you wanted to, go to another level, I mean, we do have some recommendations on our blog under the resources tab, like different tools, things we suggest, like having a ring light to do videos that hold your phone.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is what it looks like without the ring light. You just can tell that's just like, way brighter, way better quality. So, but as far as like software to build your brand, I mean, pretty much I'm just using Facebook. I guess you can use other social media platforms to build your brand if you want to use YouTube or Instagram, LinkedIn. I don't really teach a lot of that stuff just because, again, from a duplication standpoint, all of the platforms are more complicated and most people don't have a big following on any of those platforms.
Right.
And, network marketing is what? Marketing to your network, and it's typically your warm network, your warm market. Where do people have their friends and family? On Facebook. Now, if you find someone that's like 19, they might have more of their friends on Snapchat.
Instagram.
But Snapchat and Instagram still, if they're going to use those platforms, it's, you can build a brand there, you can connect with people there. But for me, if I connect with someone on another platform, I'm still bringing them to Facebook because we do the equivalent
Right.
of using private Facebook groups. So
Yeah. And if you don't know what your brand is, you need to write down 5 things that you're passionate about. Not nouns, not adjective, but something that you're passionate about. And then that's what you're going to focus on. I mean, many of you know me because I love avocado and I love traveling and I'm Peruvian. I speak Spanish. I don't know, bacon. So you need to find something that you're passionate about and that you love. I love fashion. I love helping others. So that's what you need to brand yourself as. People will
yeah,
know if you're fake.
yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about. You want to build your brand revolving around what it is you're passionate about, what it is you love talking about, because then it's easier. It's more natural. I don't have any
Yes,
board talking about marketing and social media and making money and MLM because I've been doing it for 16 years and I love it. So for me, that's very natural.
exactly.
Now
Janet says,
I will get people that'll say, well, I don't have anything like that I'm really good at or anything I'm really successful in. I don't have anything that I have, deep passion for or a skill set in. Great. What are you learning? Because see, here's
mhm,
even if you're not skilled or passionate about anything, go read a book, right? Go read a John Maxwell leadership book, or go
mhm.
watch a drone video, or go follow Johnson and maybe you learn something from her, Bob Hyland, right? Like when you learn something, you can go live on Facebook or do a post and saying, "Hey, I read this incredible book and it really changed my life. It really impacted me. And here's why. Here's how. Here were my biggest takeaways, and I wanted to share them with you because I thought you could get value from same, same thing that I got value from." So I hope that makes sense.
Amen. Janet says, do you recommend we do our live parties on our personal page or our group, VIP group? How do we drive traffic to our business page for more sales?
Well, I'm a big fan of going live on your personal profile because, again, from a duplication standpoint, that's where most of our contacts are. But if you have like customer groups, you have groups, VIP groups where you have potentials that haven't bought yet. I mean, I think it's good to go live in there too. You could do interviews, you could do promotional videos where you're promoting like a specific product that maybe there's a deal on, or maybe there's a bundle going on, or there's something exciting happening. Again, you just mix it up and you test it out. My mindset is I want to go live every day. I don't know where I'll go live from or what the topic will be necessarily, but like today, I've already done a live video because I'm doing it right now for you all, right? And somebody might say, well, for me, I'm not really like I don't have a big following, or for me, I'm not sure I'm comfortable doing videos. But the thing is, no one's comfortable in the beginning at anything like this. But the only way to get good at it is by doing it. So it's better if you have a small audience in the beginning because you're probably going to suck at it, right? I mean, you're probably going to, have some pretty rough videos in the beginning. So it's actually a good thing that you don't have a big following because in the beginning you stink, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. Like I was terrible back in the day when I would do videos. Like I'd be driving and I'd hold the video right here and like not even look at the camera driving, and I'm holding it, and it'd be like a 1 minute like crappy. The content wasn't terrible. It'd be like a 1 minute video, and then I'd upload it to Facebook, and my wife would be like, John, like, can you do better angle? Like, I don't like these videos. Right? Like, she would always make fun of me. So, okay.
You make fun of her.
Yes. Oh, of course. I'm doing it right now by your accent. But
Well, just to answer that question really quick, in the paparazzi world, I recommend that if you're just starting, go live on your personal profile or group, and then transfer to the business page, and then share it to your wall because you're selling something, and Facebook doesn't like selling stuff. But like he said, lifestyle posts or lifestyle videos and personal videos and branding, and maybe like your favorite item that day, you need to do it on your personal page because that's branding yourself and doing it live.
and here's the thing,
So
you just never know what to go, and it's going to impact them. Like, have this mentality when you go to social media. Think about who can I help today? Who can I impact?
yes,
How can
amen.
I share something that's going to help someone else? Because when you go to social media with the intention of giving and not necessarily
Mhm.
want to get something, like let me give a free tip just so they want to buy my thing. You just say, you know what? I'm going to give, and I'm not going to get too hung up on my results, especially the first 6 months. I mean, some of my mentors and good friends that have really crushed it in the online marketing space or in business, they didn't get results their first 6 months or even their first several years when they were building a brand or prospecting or
Yeah.
people every day. I mean, it's a process. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Success is outside your comfort zone. So you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And doing live
Exactly.
videos, that's what Facebook wants you to do. And only about 10% of the marketer, or excuse me, about 10% of the users on Facebook are even doing videos. I think it's less than 10
Mm-hmm.
actually. So when you look at the fact there's 2 billion people on Facebook and less than 10% are actually marketing, that's a huge opportunity, because even if you say, well, I'm not as good as Andrea, or I can't talk like John, you have your own story, you have your own perspective. And here's the thing, people will relate to you more than they relate to me or Andrea, because we've already built these multi-million-dollar businesses.
Yes.
We're not as relatable. People can't fathom this kind of income. They can't fathom doing it for 16 years like me, but they
Mm-hmm.
can relate to you, and they might actually tune into your videos because you're inspiring to them, because they feel like they can see themselves in you.
Amen. And then the last question, unless you want to do more, but the last question says, how can I get people to see my live? I invite and invite, but hardly nobody connects. That's because you're not adding new friends. Oh
Yeah.
no, what would you say to
Yeah,
that?
you want to definitely want to meet new people, but also, you got to be a giver. Like, how many likes and loves and comments are you giving? Like, are you going on
Yes.
media and creating engagement with new people all the time? Because it's impossible that if you're commenting on other people's posts or joining other communities, other private groups, you're not going
Mm-hmm.
to tell. You're going in there to meet people, right? Like, I got a cockapoo. That's my new puppy. So I'm in some cockapoo groups. Now, I will be honest, I haven't spent a lot of time in there because I don't have time to do it. I don't need to do it. But if I didn't have a lot of momentum in my business and I wasn't, where I wanted to be, I'd go in those groups and connect with like-minded people. If I'm into scrapbooking, or I'm into Pottery Barn, or I'm a big Baltimore Raven fan, woo, right? Like, I'm going to go into like-minded groups and meet new people and connect and provide.
Mm-hmm.
Not going there to sell and promote, just going there to meet new people, because when they relate to you, because you relate to them and you're similar in interests, they're going to friend you up, or you're going to friend them up, and then you're going to friend up their friends, and they're going to have other people in the group friend, and then all of a sudden you got all these mutual friends, everybody's watching you, paying attention to you, and then, oh, boom, you just did a promotional video. You actually promoted
Boom.
your product, talked about your business. Maybe you interviewed
You're sharing.
Andrea on your wall, and now all of a sudden this person that just looked at you as a Pottery Barn friend.
Oh no, you froze.
Yeah, my wife called me.
Okay.
Anyway, I hope that helped. I hope that made sense. But yeah,
What would you say to a person who just said this, Angelia? And we're not trying to, you're the one who commented on this, but she says, I don't want to make my personal page public. I'm sorry, you have to. If you're in the network marketing profession, you have to make your life public.
yeah.
If you don't want to share your kids, you can make that just for friends of friends, but you need to share your lifestyle with people. So what would you say to that?
If you want to build a business on Facebook, you want to build a business. I mean, if someone says, "Hey, I don't want to build my business online," well, cool. But if that's what you're trying to accomplish, you can't really do it without a public profile, because how is anyone going to find you, follow you, friend you up? I mean, it's going to be a lot harder to do it if it's not a public profile.
They say, should our passions be posted within our business page? I mean,
In my opinion, yeah. I think that needs to be a personal profile. In your business page,
okay.
someone if someone is in your group because they're interested, or they at one
Yes.
point were interested in your product or business, I think that group is geared towards content revolving around the product or business, right? It should stay congruent with the group. But on your profile, you talk about whatever you want, because this is your life, right? Talking about it on your page, and mixing up topics and passions and talking about different things to find out what it is you want to create that brand, or create that following and have it, revolve around a certain type of brand, if you will, then it makes sense to do that on your personal profile.
Nice. And lastly, Jeanette says, what is your opinion on the Facebook algorithms that supposedly have been set to avoid sales on our personal page?
Yeah, I mean, the algorithms are changing. I mean, it's interesting because, I could do a post a year ago and get 1,000 likes, and now it might only get like 150. It just is what
Mhm.
it is. The thing is, there's more people posting now. There's more people doing
Mhm.
videos. There's more competition, but that just gives us the opportunity to really find creative ways to stand out and find ways to build real relationships and connections. Just like right now, I'm doing this free live video, this free training. There's 168 people on right now that didn't know who I was, 35, 45 minutes ago, right? So, you find creative ways to build up your audience, build up your following in spite of the algorithm changes. And part of the algorithm change is actually a good thing because you don't want people to be Facebook spam and much of what they don't want to see, and then all these people are leaving the platform. That's bad for all of them, right? So
Right.
there's always going to be algorithm changes, and there's always a possibility that one day Facebook says, "Hey, no more network marketing or direct sales promotion." I mean, that's a real
Yeah.
possibility. I hope, knock on wood, that doesn't happen anytime soon. But
Yes.
now maybe we're not allowed to post business anything on our wall. I have a tough time believing that'll ever happen, but you never know. So that's why you have to build the brand of you.com,
Yes.
your brand, your following. If Facebook ever went away, people would just
people
find
would just find
a way to follow
follow
us.
us.
Find another way to
Yeah.
connect.
Amen. So thank you so much, John. And to Elizabeth, who says, how often can I do live? You go anytime you want. Bring valuable content. Bring something that people will want to see. Be a giver. So thank you so much, John. Anything else you want to say before we leave? Thank
No,
you
I
so
appreciate
much.
it. Listen, you got a great leader in Andrea. You got a great company that obviously is doing extremely well. It's been around a long time. Don't take that for granted. Don't look at it like, oh, everybody's already doing it, or, other people are having success. What's wrong with me? Never get compare-itis and never get caught up on what others are doing or how others have done it. You have to find your own way. Now, of course, you want to follow the system. You want to be coachable. You want to get plugged in. But don't say, oh, well, Susie got started a year later, a year after I did, and she blew past me. You don't know how hard Susie worked. Maybe she got lucky. Maybe she's got a great reputation. You'll be punished or rewarded based on the life you led prior to getting involved. You will be
Amen.
punished or rewarded based on the life you led prior to getting involved. Some of us, like me, when I got started, I was 20 years old. I was a total punk, no business being in business. It was a lot harder for me to get the business up and running. It took 7 years to build a 6-figure income because for me, I didn't have credibility. I didn't have a good warm market, a good audience. But I did outwork most people. I outworked most people to create the results I now have. So I hope this helps. I appreciate all of you hanging out. And Andrea, I appreciate you inviting me.
Thank you so much for everything. We'll see you guys. Make sure you watch the replay and you share, okay? We'll see. Hey, somebody needs to take a screenshot of me and John Melton here. So we need to post. Somebody take a screenshot, please. Okay, we're good. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys later. Tomorrow, don't forget, we're having another interview. So make sure that you jump on here. Bye-bye.